Hi everybody, myself Dr. Trapti Gupta, and today we will discuss enthalpy and heat capacity. What is enthalpy? Enthalpy comprises a system's internal energy, which is the energy required to create the system plus the amount of work required to make room for it by displacing its environment and establishing its volume and pressure. Enthalpy is a state function that depends only on the prevailing equilibrium state identified by the system's internal energy, pressure and volume. It is an extensive quantity. The total enthalpy H of a system cannot be measured directly. We can only measure the value of change in enthalpy, that is delta H. The enthalpy of an ideal gas is a function of temperature only, so does not depend on pressure. Suppose the change of state of a system is brought about at constant pressure P, then the work done W by the system due to change in volume from VA to VB will be given by the following equation. W is equal to P into VB minus VA. According to first law, delta E is equal to Q minus W. Substitute the value of W in this equation. So, EB minus EA is equal to Q minus P into VB minus VA. Rearrange this equation. So, we can write Q is equal to EB plus PVB minus EA plus PVA. The quantity E plus PV is known as enthalpy of the system and it is denoted by capital H. It represents the total energy stored in the system. So we can say that Q is equal to HB minus HA, and in this equation H is equal to E plus PV. In the above equation, E, P and V are definite quantities and represent the state of the system. Hence, H is also a definite quantity and represent the state of the system. In the above expression, Q can also be denoted as QP because it is a heat transfer at constant pressure. If heat transfers at constant volume, then W is equal to 0 and we can say that QV is equal to delta E. Similarly, we have some more type of enthalpies such as enthalpy of vaporization and enthalpy of fusion. Enthalpy of vaporization. When a liquid evaporates, it absorbs some heat from surrounding. Thus, evaporation of liquid is accompanied by decrease in enthalpy. The increase in enthalpy for evaporation of 1 mole of water at 25 degrees Celsius is 40.7 kilojoule. When vapor condenses to liquid state, they evolve heat. Thus, condensation of vapor is accompanied by decrease in enthalpy and the value for condensation of 1 mole of water at 25 degrees Celsius is 40.7 kilojoule. The change in enthalpy, that is delta H, when a liquid changes into vapor state or vapor changes into liquid state is known as enthalpy of vaporization. Next is enthalpy of fusion. When a solid melts and change into liquid state, it absorbs heat, means enthalpy of the system increases. And when a liquid freezes and change into solid state, it gives out heat, means enthalpy of system decreases. Change in enthalpy for this type of phase transformation is known as enthalpy of fusion. The enthalpy of fusion for 1 mole of water at 0 degrees Celsius is 6.02 kilojoule. Next is heat capacity. There are some more information regarding enthalpy. in general, suppose if we consider HR and HP are the enthalpies of reactants and products respectively, then the value of delta H is HP minus HR. When the enthalpy of reactant is greater than the enthalpy of product, in this case delta H is negative. The energy will be given out to the surroundings and the reaction will be exothermic, and in this case delta H will be negative. Whereas if the enthalpy of product is greater than the enthalpy of reactant, means delta H is positive and the energy will be absorbed from surroundings, that is the reaction will be endothermic, and in this case delta H is positive. Next topic is heat capacity. Heat capacity relates heat changes to temperature changes for a process at constant volume or at constant pressure. This new function is denoted by C and it may be defined as follows. Heat capacity of a system is defined as the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of the system from lower temperature T1 to higher temperature T2 divided by the temperature difference. So we can write C is equal to Q upon T2 minus T1. As the heat capacity varies with the temperature, it can be more accurately defined in the form of differential equation. C is equal to del Q upon del T. But del Q is not an exact differential, therefore we impose certain conditions on it to get its exact value. We define above equation at constant volume and at constant pressure. Heat capacity at constant volume and pressure. We can write del Q is equal to dE plus PdV. At constant volume, dV is equal to 0, so we can write del Q is equal to dE. And Cv is equal to del E upon del T at constant volume. So we can say that heat capacity of a system at constant volume is defined as the rate of change of internal energy with respect to temperature. At constant pressure, del Q is equal to del dH is equal to dE plus PdV. So we can write Cp is equal to del H upon del T at constant P. So we defined as heat capacity of a system at constant pressure is the rate of change of enthalpy with respect to temperature. Then relation between Cp and Cv. When a gas is heated at constant volume, delta V is equal to 0 in this case. No external work is done by the gas, and this heat is utilized in increasing the internal energy of the system and increases its temperature. If the temperature is raised by 1 degree Celsius of 1 mole gas, then increase in internal energy gives molar heat capacity at constant volume. When a gas is heated at constant pressure, there will be increase in its volume, or we can say that gas will expand and do some external work. Therefore, some extra heat in addition to the heat required to raise the temperature of 1 mole of gas by 1 degree Celsius is supplied to the gas to enable it to perform this external work. This is the reason that molar heat capacity of a gas at constant pressure is greater than molar heat capacity of gas at constant volume. So we can say that Cp is greater than Cv. Cp minus Cv is equal to work done by 1 mole of gas in expansion when heated at constant pressure, and its temperature is increased by 1 degree Celsius. We know that the work done by the gas in expansion at constant pressure is given by W is equal to E delta V. For 1 mole, N is equal to 1 of an ideal gas, PV is equal to RT. When heat is given to the gas so that temperature of the gas is changed from T to T plus 1 and volume is changed from V to V plus delta V. So we can write, substitute these two values in the previous equation, PV is equal to RT. Then we find out P into V plus delta V is equal to R into T plus 1. By subtracting this equation from the above, we have P delta V is equal to R. So we can say that Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Thank you for watching. For any queries, please type in the comment section and don't forget to attempt the quiz. Link of the quiz is given below. Thanks once again. Thank you.